Hello. So, I doubt I'm going to end up doing anything with this, but I need to record it because I need to talk. I mean, just I can't. I can't stay silent anymore, I guess. Not that I've exactly been silent, but I don't know. I had a bit of an experience at the DMV today, and didn't like it. Unlike most instances of DMV stories, this had nothing to do with the people I was dealing with. The people that helped me were absolutely fantastic, like stellar, went above and beyond, professional, courteous, the whole 9 yards. But still, they couldn't help me, despite having my birth certificate, proof of address, bank statements, and my original Social Security card. They couldn't help me update my ID. I couldn't get a real ID because I didn't have enough. I couldn't satisfy their demand for papers, and they don't do duplicates on site, so I couldn't get a new ID that had my updated address. I still have a valid ID, but the main issue here is that I have no easy way to provide them any of the documentation they need. Most people would have no problem. I am an edge case, and I don't have the means to readily supply them with any of the documents they're demanding. So I can't get my ID updated until I acquire all these extra documents beyond my birth certificate, original Social Security card, and proof of address. And I don't understand how that isn't infringing on my constitutional rights, because the main issue, the reason I went to get my ID updated to begin with, is because I cannot purchase a firearm unless I have a ID with my current address on it. And that's no big deal. This wouldn't even be a problem if I could have gone and gotten my ID updated. I spent the whole day today focused on trying to get my ID updated, and I couldn't fucking do it. I don't know, I don't remember when I got there, but I spent like 6 hours trying to sort this out today. I went to the DMV 3 different times. There's absolutely no reason that I shouldn't be able to get my ID updated. Just immediately. No questions asked. I had my birth certificate, I had my Social Security number, and I had proof of address, I had bank statements that I could show them. It makes no sense. I have no criminal record. I've never been convicted of anything. I've gotten, I don't think I've ever gotten a traffic ticket. Maybe a citation. No criminal record. I was born in Arkansas to the 3rd generation in my family, and my family has been in the USA for 8 generations. Absolutely. The only people who are more eligible to wield a firearm, to own a firearm than I am, are people who've served in the military. My dad was in the military, but I never served. This is both infuriating, and it makes me feel sick to my stomach, because, it's literally happening right now. You can go to my BlueSky and read my history, and, I'm on SSI, so they already know everything there is to know about me. I had to tell them things that my partner doesn't know about, really deep things. They know everything about me, but I can't prove to them that I'm enough of an American for them to update my fucking ID. This is literal Nazi Germany shit. Literally. On its face. I don't know. What are we gonna do about this? Something has to be done about this right now. Right now. I had hoped this would be more informative or something, and it just ended up turning into a tirade about my day, but I don't know. This is I don't know what to make of today. Yeah. All I know for sure is that we have to do something about this regime because it is getting way out of hand. Like, and this isn't tied directly to the regime in question right now, at least not specifically, but like the people who are supporting this regime are the ones who brought this into being, right? Sanders and Cotton and Womack, and that they support this. They're the ones who implemented this. I don't know. Yeah. They all have to be held to account. We can't forget what they've done. And I mean everybody. From ICE agents to all the way from top to bottom. Any billionaire influence, any Russian influence means they need to be audited to the penny and disbarred from ever holding any kind of office ever again. This regime is guilty of constitutional betrayal, inarguably since the moment they began defying a 9-0 SCOTUS ruling against them. Since then, it is inarguable that the leader of this regime is guilty of constitutional treason. And anyone who continues to support that regime is also complicit in constitutional treason. And we need more people to be speaking up about this because, there aren't enough. There aren't enough people speaking plainly about what is going on. The leader of this regime is guilty of constitutional betrayal. Since the 9-0 Supreme Court ruling against them, they have disregarded that ruling against them. Since they began that, they are guilty of constitutional treason, and that can't be repaired until all of the ongoing violations and ongoing constitutional injuries to the people that have been abducted, they can't be made whole, or this constitutional betrayal cannot be rectified until those people taken are made whole, and that means released to go home to their families unburdened by the violence of the state. Full stop. Every single person employed by ICE who has apprehended anyone unconstitutionally, and that means without identifying themselves, without a judicial warrant, and there are any number of reasons why they are complicit in fascism, and they are complicit in constitutional treason. We all need to talk plainly about what the consequences of treason are, because they're laid out plainly. The Constitution has prescribed solutions for treason, and that's exactly what this is. Do not mistake it for anything else. And I mean, if you don't believe that, look at even Cory Booker after his 25-hour bread and circus bullshit event went on with 8 other Democrats to vote yes on Trump on this regime's agenda when they could have made a statement. They could have refused to vote and made a statement. They could have voted no and made a statement. But they didn't do either of those things. They showed up and they voted yes. They didn't even need to vote yes for it to pass, but they showed up and voted yes anyway. No, they do not get to get away with that. Anyone that has supported this regime, once again, since the 9-0 SCOTUS ruling against them, is complicit in treason. Full stop. I can't stay silent about this anymore. I have to speak plainly to anyone who will listen. I mean, if you agree with me that this is the level of accountability we need, do the thing with the buttons, I guess.